I work harder than anyone else, and that's why I deserve to make more money. It's hyper masculine bullshit. I am getting very protective over energetics, vibration, and manifestation because this is some real feminine shit. Manifestation and being the co creator of your reality is some real feminine shit. And I feel like Beyonce in her song Bow Down. I know when you were little girls, you dreamt of being in my fucking world. Don't forget it. This is my shit. Bow down, bitches. I'm so tired and fed up of the hyper masculine fucking way. The wealthiest people in the world are not hard fucking workers. We know this. The wealthiest people in the fucking world are not the hardest workers. So why is it that when you're asking women questions about how to get that raise, how to get that promotion, how to climb that ladder, the answer is always, well, you've got to look at it this way. And you've got to come to me with evidence. And you've got to show me that consistently you work 15% harder. You work 30% harder. You give more. You consistently overperform. It's bullshit. And there's a cap. And I'm not just talking about getting your desired raise and getting your desired promotion. I'm talking about your relationship with money. I'm talking about wealth. I'm talking about building wealth. I'm sorry, there's nothing hard, and I'm not talking in a technical sense, but there's nothing hard about building wealth. There's nothing hard about investing your money. And when I say there's nothing hard about it, I mean you can go online or you can go on your cell phone, the computer that you keep in your fucking pocket, and you can invest in markets globally. You do not have to get up at the crack of fucking dawn. You do not have to go out into a field. You do not have to give hours and hours of intensive physical labor. And then at the end of the day, you are given the opportunity to then invest. I'm not saying that investing doesn't take thought. I'm not saying that investing doesn't require intention. But when we're having a conversation about effort, investing does not require a lot of physical, hard labor and effort. The people who are building wealth and growing wealth and expanding wealth and multiplying wealth they are investing. Their relationship with money is very feminine. In a very simple way, you invest money into something, and that money makes you money. You don't have to show up to that company or that corporation every single day and make sure that they're doing what they need to do. You do not have to call them up You do not have to show up every single day and make sure that that company that you're investing in or whatever it is that you're putting money in, you don't have to check that shit every single fucking day. It does not take more energy and more work and more effort and more proving of yourself to generate more and more money. Money and wealth is a very feminine thing. Increasing money and increasing wealth and multiplying wealth is just a game of how much am I willing to allow myself to be taken care of? How supported am I willing to allow myself to be in this moment? How safe and secure am I willing to allow myself to be? And it sounds simple, but it's not simple. It's feminine, it's complex, and it's emotional. I am so tired of people talking shit about manifestation and saying, I think that manifestation is a lie. I think that you've got to put in hard work. First of all, if you don't think that manifestation requires work, you're full of shit and you actually really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Manifestation is the thing that you cannot fake. You cannot pretend. You can show up in the world and you can say, I'm confident in myself and I'm confident in the value of my work and I know that I'm amazing and I know that I deserve to receive wealth. And the rest of the world might fucking believe you. But behind closed doors, your bank account is going to reflect what's really fucking alive within you. In manifestation, you cannot fake the funk to kick it. I saw a video online and it was of a woman and she was, I think it was like a TikTok or something. I don't know if it was real. I'm pretty sure it was real, but I don't know. She posted a video and she's like, yeah, I went out with this guy and then he told me that he manifested me. And she was like really weirded out. And I looked at the video and I laughed. And it's so funny because if this scenario was real, it's very obvious what happened. That guy focused on getting the girl, but did not focus on any of his stories relating to unworthiness and being rejected and not being good enough and not being lovable and all of these fucking things. He was a vibrational match to connecting with the girl. He was a vibrational match to going out with the girl. He manifested attention from the girl. But what was still going on in his subconscious mind? I'm not lovable. I get rejected. I'm not good enough. Yada, yada, yada. Any of those stories, possibly all of them. You want to manifest a completely new lifestyle. You want to manifest a completely new experience. Y'all, I was so embarrassed. Embarrassed. Looking over my financial statements. Because money has been very consistent for me. Money actually has been showing up. I was actually doing a lot better financially than I thought that I was. And I just wasn't managing my money in the way that my money needed to be managed. And it wasn't that it wasn't just that I wasn't managing my money in the way that it needed to be managed. It's that money was showing up for me and I was going, what if money stopped showing up for me? What if money stopped showing up for me? What if money stopped showing up for me? So I didn't grow and expand in the way that I wanted to grow and expand financially, but I still had a basic expectation. I still had an energetic minimum of this is how much money shows up for me every single month, literally. I look at the statements. I'm doing a whole training on energetic money minimums, increasing your energetic money minimum. And as a part of the homework, it's looking over your statements and getting a clear picture of where you are and what averages are and all of these things, and just like mapping out your relationship with money and are things going up and down and different things like that. What's happening with your income? Money is so fucking consistent for me. Money is so fucking reliable for me. In months where I had a dip in my income in my business, I was doing live reading on TikTok and on YouTube. I'm doing live tarot readings for $25. In the months where income dipped from money flowing through my business, like through my website and, yes, that's all you need to know. Through my business website, oh my fucking God. When money dipped, money increased in personal readings. And it came out about the same each month. Every single month, the same amount of fucking money is coming into my accounts. Even when I'm trying to increase the flow of money, even when I'm not working and I'm not doing anything and I'm having the worst terrible fucking month of my life, money has been consistent. But mentally, because I wasn't on my Zoom every single day at 10, don't be like me, I wasn't tracking my money in the way that I should have been tracking my money. Do I track my money in terms of knowing where my money is going, knowing, how much I need for my bills and the days that bills are going out? Yes. Do I have intimacy with my money? Yes. Do I know what money is in my accounts? Yes. Do I know what my financial goals are? Yes. Do I know what my debts are and different things like that? Yes. Do I know the trajectory of my credit score and how it's steadily increasing? Yes. Do I have financial intimacy? Yes. Was I spending my time tracking and keeping clear track of how much money is coming in? Well, no, I was not. And so I was having months where I'm freaking out that the flow of money is going to stop, or the flow of money is going to slow down, or I'm thinking that I'm having a slow fucking month. According to the numbers, you were not having a slow month. I'm having my own emotional experience. I'm having my own mental fucking experience. Whole time, money is showing up for me steadily. Because I have an energetic money minimum. I have a minimum amount of money that is going to flow into my life no matter fucking what. Money flows. Even when I have moments where I'm working less and it stops flowing in through one area, or I do a new offer or something like that, money flows in a different way. Money flows in a different fucking avenue. Excuse me, I think I'm burping. Money flows. But this has not always been the case. I'm looking at my bank statements and I'm looking at these numbers and I'm going, oh my fucking God, this is so consistent. This is amazing, because before, the bank accounts were just consistently zero. The bank accounts were just consistently negative. The bank accounts, literally, there was no money coming in. The bank accounts were fucking barren. And so I'm sitting here worried and scared that I might not be able to reach my next financial level, because what if I can't fucking increase? Whole time, it turns out I have increased and I have created stability. I have created stability at a higher fucking income level. Surprise, surprise. And she ain't even know it. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed. I'm a little bit embarrassed. I'm a little bit fucking pissed off. But that's okay, because that's been my experience. The experience of not being fucking mindful enough with my money. Listen, females do be shopping. And that's not a crime. And I spent so much more last year. And was it worth it? Yes. Would I take it back? No. Why? Because more money can always be made. And I know for sure that money can be increased, because I'm looking at the fucking numbers. I see the numbers increasing. And not only can the numbers increase, but the numbers can increase and the numbers can stay there. I see the numbers increasing and I see the numbers staying there. That was a huge confidence boost to me. I fucking love it. But I started I say that I started my money mindset work in 2023. I was doing money mindset work in 21 and in 22, but I wasn't doing it how I do it now. I started doing my journaling, my uncovering, and my debunking, and my telling a new story. I really got those fucking tools, and money started to change, and money started to get consistent in the business in 2023. So that's when I say I really was locking the fuck in. Manifestation is real. But these motherfuckers don't value the goddamn feminine. They don't value the energetics. They don't value the fucking emotional. And so if it doesn't look like working harder, if it doesn't look like putting in more time, effort, and energy, then it's not valid. And it's fake. And it's a scam. Fuck you, bitches. I'm not even talking about one particular person. I saw an actor doing an interview. I don't even really have anything against this actor, but I'm not fucking with him. Like, he shall not be named. I literally, like, we're not nemesises. It's not a Patrick Mahomes situation, y'all. I just saw that video, and I'm just like, oh, like, this is my final straw. This is my final fucking straw. Fuck this disrespectful bullshit. Because manifestation is real, but it requires work, and it requires reflective work. It requires honesty. It requires a willingness to sit and look at what's alive within you. It takes real fucking work, and it does not happen overnight. And it pisses me off when they talk to y'all and they treat it like it is going to happen overnight. It pisses me off when they talk to y'all and they treat it like it's going to happen in 30 fucking days. I don't know if it's going to happen for you in 30 days. I know that if you show up and you show up consistently and you tap in with yourself at least once a day, at least 4 times a fucking week, create that goddamn standard. Do your money mindset work 3 to 4 times every single week. Instead of forcing yourself every single day, try it 3 times a week. Why not? Treat it like going to the fucking gym, and over time, you will see the results, but it's an emotional journey. You can't be the woman who lies and pretends that she feels good when she doesn't really feel good and then manifest your fucking desires. That doesn't work. You can't be the woman who lacks self-awareness and doesn't know how to identify how she feels and manifest all of her desires. That's not how it fucking works. And yeah, the bitches in the law of assumption community will tell you it doesn't matter how you feel, just affirm. And I hate that bullshit. Because you might get that person and you might get that fucking relationship, but that person and that relationship and that lump sum of money means nothing if you cannot hold it. How many times do we have this conversation? It's not about manifesting a thing. It's about manifesting a fucking lifestyle. It was never about manifesting a specific guy. It was about manifesting a fucking relationship that is not dysfunctional as fuck. It was about manifesting a healthy relationship. It's about manifesting a man who actually shows up and who actually gives a damn. It's not about the fucking guy. And so you have all of these people all across social media. They're like, I manifested my person. I'm getting married to my person. I honestly don't give a fuck that you manifested your person. And I don't give a fuck that you're getting married. Not that I really don't care, but I don't care. I'm happy for you. It's a lovely thing. Yes, celebrate, but also I don't give a damn. Because what does conversation with your specific person look like? How does resolving conflict with your specific person, what does that look like? What does communication look like? You guys get into an argument, and then instead of actually dealing with it, you're affirming that everything in your relationship is perfect? So when you have kids and you're raising your children, Instead of teaching them conflict resolution skills, you're going to teach them just to assume that everybody likes them. These are not real life skills that help us to navigate life on earth. Yes, if you repeat something and you imagine a scenario over and over and over again, yes, you're going to get it, but your subconscious mind is still firing all of the time, 24/7. And so if you don't do the deep healing work, if you don't do the fucking reflective work, it does not matter how many times you visualize, you're going to get the same problems. You're going to get the same fucking issues. You're putting fucking band-aids on situations that require open heart surgery. It's the soul that needs the surgery, in the words of Beyonce. I don't want to live a life experience where I'm constantly having to visualize and affirm for money. I want to create a lifestyle where my business is going up and up only every single month. My income is only increasing. Profits in my business are only increasing. Now, I've been hearing Amanda Francis Amanda Francis is the only teacher I've been hearing say this for many, many years. Up and up only. Personally, I've been saying onwards and upwards, and that's its own thing. When I say it's its own thing, I mean it involves a relationship thing. We talked about it. We don't need to talk about it anymore. The point is, up and up only. Onwards and upwards. I was not ready for up and up only in 2023. I was not ready for up and up only in 2021. I was not ready for up and up only in 2024 or even 2025. Because last year, I was freaking the fuck out. I felt so scared around money, even though money was showing up, even though money was there reliably. Even though I had financial security, oh my God, I didn't feel secure. Mentally, I wasn't telling stories that created security within me. Now, over the past couple of months, I've been doing a lot of fucking slowing down. I've been having a lot of like fed up moments where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stress about this shit anymore. I know that I'm the creator of my reality, and I know that this is going to work out for me because things always fucking work out for me. And so there's been a lot more of a chill energy, and there's been a lot more of a safety and security like energy and vibe. And I've been pulling back all of my motherfucking energy. If it destabilizes me, you cannot be in my world. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I am a vibrational snob. Abraham Hicks talks about you've got to be a vibrational snob. At this point in my life and at this point in my journey, I am a vibrational snob. When you start manifesting something new, when you start creating a new experience, you are fucking vulnerable. You do not take your newborn baby outside of the house with no socks on and no cap on, outside with all of the fucking germs and everything of the world. You keep that newborn baby in the house. You keep socks and a cap on that child. And when somebody gets the privilege of coming to your home to meet your newborn baby, they need to sanitize those hands. You protect this new life. When you are manifesting something new and you're creating something new for yourself, you have to protect that fucking life. I have been owning the feminine. I have been honoring my feminine, and there's a protectiveness of my fucking feminine energy that I have like never before. I'm not playing when it comes to my peace. I'm not playing when it comes to my safety. I'm not playing when it comes to my security. I'm not playing when it comes to my motherfucking vision. You don't believe in yourself, you're not a big dreamer, you can't be around me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care anymore. There's too many people over the years, over my lifetime, who have had access to my energy. And I treated myself as if people were entitled to me. You're not. They might not like that. I don't give a damn. I'm willing to risk losing everyone. I don't care. Because getting to where I want to be in my life is more fucking important than the bullshit. And it's not personal. Well, it's not personal against them. It's personal for me. I'm done. Do you know how much time, energy, and effort I have spent pouring into other people? I pour into people. They take the energy that I give them. They give it to other people, use it to create amazing, wonderful experiences for themselves and their lives. That's amazing. It's wonderful. Who gives a fuck? It's in the past. There's no use in being resentful over it. If I had emotions and feelings towards it, I would allow myself to feel them and I would honor them. At this point, we're neutral. Who cares? Let bygones be bygones. But I have been looking at and just taking stock of how I've been investing my energy. And a concept that I'm really loving right now around building wealth is paying yourself first. And the concept when it's talking about investments and, building wealth as a woman is putting that money into your savings first, putting that money into your investments first before you do anything with your money, with your paycheck. Obviously, this is not financial advice. This is just a concept that I'm really loving right now. Pay yourself first. Put the money into the high yield savings first. Put the money into the IRA first. Put the money into blah, blah, blah first. Pay yourself first. And then you're really doing this when you have a 401k or when you're contributing to your 401k, you're paying yourself first. But when you're branching out and you're doing other investments and you're building wealth and you're building savings and all of these things, pay yourself first. Pay your future self first. Invest in your future self first. And then with the rest of the money, we can do the rest of the things and blah, blah, blah. And so this concept of paying myself first doesn't just look like paying myself first financially. It looks like paying myself first energetically. Before I respond to that text, is there something that I need? And the answer more often than not has been, yeah, I'm so fucking glad that you asked. Sometimes I need a moment of silence. Sometimes I need a moment of creativity. Sometimes I need a moment of talking with my angels and my ancestors and my fucking guides. Sometimes I need a moment of visualization. Sometimes I need a moment of scripting. I need a moment of every fucking thing. I am investing in myself first. Women and children first. Me and my future children first. Fuck everything else right now. I am in a season of fuck everything else right now. Everybody takes a back seat to me. I don't care. I have lived too much time putting everybody before me. It's not a conversation where everybody else becomes the villain. It's not a conversation where everybody else is using me. This is about me and this is about my boundaries. This is about me and how my core self-concept, my identity has been built around shame and guilt. Somebody texts me, somebody sends me a message. Oh, I have to respond back to them because I don't want them to be upset and blah, 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 blah. Oh, I have to respond back to them. Oh my God, I can't forget to respond back to that text message. I can't forget to respond back to that email. I can't forget to respond. I did forget to respond. I'm doing my own shit. I'm living my own life. I'm a fucking Pisces sun and a Scorpio rising. I'm incredibly sensitive. I'm not in a place or a space to text. I'm not in a place or a space to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to text. And if I do want to talk and I do want to text, it's going to be because there's a conversation where I feel that I am being poured into. I've done a lot of pouring. I've done a lot of pouring. And I recognize all of the ways that I do not feel satisfied with how I have been poured into back. And so instead of creating a life experience where I pour into other people and then I'm upset because I don't feel replenished and I feel like they haven't given back to me, I am paying myself first. I'm going to pour into myself. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to support myself. And then the rest of the world can have the leftovers. And once I give you what I have left over after I have given to myself, whether or not you pour into me in a way that feels satisfactory to me, well, that's fine because I've been taken care of. And the people who get paid first after I pay myself energetically are the people who do pour into me. And pouring into me is not just being a nice person. Pouring into me is about feeding my soul. I am so fucking thirsty. I am so thirsty for something real. I am so thirsty for something authentic. I am so thirsty for something that is strong. You know who I'm being drawn to lately? I'm being drawn to women who actually have something to fucking say. Not, oh, this is what I saw and it's very popular on TikTok and it's very popular on Twitter and this is what everybody is talking about and this is everybody else's opinion on it. No. I'm being drawn to having conversations with women who are reading books, working with mentors, in-group programs, seeing clients, doing shit in the world and saying, you know, I was thinking about this and this and this, and I want to create this, and I want to do something like this, and we really have to grow and expand like this. I've been masterminding lately. Not all the time, not every single day. I haven't been texting with anyone every single day. I haven't been talking with anyone every single day. Because no, I don't have time. I am building a multi-7-figure fucking global brand. No, I don't have time to talk. I literally, I ended this soulmate connection and stepped into my fucking boss babe era. Like my Capricorn moon is fucking literally activated. Back in December, I thought that my income was dipping because I ended up taking a whole bunch of breaks because the guy that I felt like I was dealing with took another woman to his holiday Thanksgiving party. We've talked about it extensively. We don't need to hash out the details again. And it wasn't working and it just threw me off. And I was in my room talking with my ancestors about this. And they were just like, and now you spent all this time talking about that nigga and what he did. And you could have been working. And I said, okay, drag her. Kick her while she's down. Beyonce has a song. The title of the song is Sorry. She says, stop interrupting my grinding. I'm not Capricorn mooning to my fullest Capricorn moon fucking potential. Pisces sun in the 5th house, you're done. I'm playing. If you don't understand astrology, it doesn't matter. Just ignore what I've just said. The point that I'm making is that this is the year of me. This is the year of me elevating. This is the year of me growing and expanding. All of these men, you can catch me if you fucking can. I'm actually out of here. I'm actually doing my own thing. I'm actually not fucking available. I am no longer with AT&T. I am now with T-Mobile. I don't know if that's the meme. And I'm honoring my fucking feminine energy. I'm honoring how I feel. I'm honoring my vibration. And when I ignore myself emotionally, when I ignore how I feel, when I ignore what's alive within me, it just creates chaos. It just creates fucking conflict. When I feel like somebody might not be for me, but then I try to force the relationship and make it work, it just creates internal conflict because either they do something fucked up or the entire time I'm interacting with them, something inside of me is like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And it's just fucking conflict. I'm done with conflict. I'm done with internal conflict. You're fucking up the brand. And I'm not talking about the brand that other people say. I'm talking about the motherfucking energetic brand. I'm talking about the energetic signature, this up and down, this round and round, this fucking internal conflict. You're getting in the way of my bread. And I actually have a date in Cape Cod. I can't talk about it. It's very exclusive. I actually have an event at Martha's. I have to be there. I have to fucking skyrocket financially. And it's not that I've been giving to things that I wasn't supposed to give to, because there's growth and expansion in everything. I can't say, oh, I gave so much to that situation and it didn't get anything back to me. Are you kidding me, girl? I had podcast after podcast after podcast after podcast after podcast about that nigga. Breakthrough, epiphanies, deepening my understanding of myself and contextualizing Black men and the way that they behave in relationships with the history of my people. I went deeper and deeper with kindness and compassion. I got really good at forgiveness. So much so, I've got a friend. She's really fabulous and she's married and she has a child. And this happened months ago. We're having a conversation. She's talking about her husband and how she doesn't feel like her husband is supporting her adequately. The social media women warriors, the queens of walking away, they would have screamed, leave him, get a divorce. But I spent time understanding nuance. I spent time developing kindness and compassion and forgiveness and holding space and offering grace. And so I was able to help my friend and support my friend and shifting her own fucking energy. These bitches can't do that. Just leave him is not helping you shift your fucking energy. Just leave him is taking action in order to compensate for what you lack in vibration. Just leave him doesn't change shit but your physical reality. And your subconscious beliefs stay the same. And your childhood wounds that are attracting you and are encouraging you to stay in that connection still stay there. So you can leave him, you're going to go to a new guy, you're going to have the same exact fucking cycle. Bitch like me, I'm going to ride till the wheels fall off. I'm going to get every single ounce of healing that I can. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to reflect. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get better. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to grow and expand, because either this is going to end with a 6-carat diamond, 6-carat overcut diamond ring from Tiffany, or better, I'm not picky, on my finger, or I'm going to leave, I'm going to level up, and I'm going to get a new nigga. And from that man, I will get a 6-carat overcut diamond ring from Tiffany, or better. And the cycle repeats. No matter what happens with the fucking guy, I'm going to end up where I want to end up, because that's just how I am. I was always going to do that. I'm built like that. I learned so much. I grew so much. So I received. Did I receive the 6-carat overcut diamond ring? No, I didn't. But I did receive something. So it's not that everybody has to be a bad person, or sometimes people having negative intentions. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes they have negative intentions, but they don't know that they have negative intentions. They have negative intentions because of the things that happened when they were 6 years old that they're not, aware of. And so they're operating out of these wounds. And I don't give a fuck. Labeling somebody a narcissist or a sociopath or a piece of shit, it does not change what's alive within me. It does not change my point of attraction. It does not change what I am subconsciously co-creating in my reality. If I want something different, I'm going to have to vibrate differently. And that's real fucking work. Self-awareness is real fucking work. We live in a world full of liars. Because we live in a world full of emotionally immature people. Identifying how you feel and what you need and expressing that. Those are not skills that you are born with as a human being. Those are skills that you have to develop. Ideally, you have a mommy and a daddy, or two daddies or two mommies, or, a grandma, or, a caregiver who is teaching you these things and helping you to develop these skills. But if your mommy or your mommies or your daddies or your whatevers don't have the skills, then who's going to teach you? No fucking body. So there are people walking around the world who feel all of these feelings, but when you ask them if they feel these feelings, they'll say, no, they don't feel these feelings. And either they're fucking lying consciously, which some of them are, or they're lying unknowingly. Because they don't have self-awareness, because they don't practice self-awareness, because they don't practice reflection. And it's fucking exhausting. And I feel like that was a 2.5. I don't even know where I was going with that. Manifestation is real. It takes real work, but it's real feminine work. It's real emotional work. It's work around your fucking receptivity. It's work around your emotions. It's work around your fucking worthiness. Everybody lies, 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 lies. You ask anyone, they'll tell you they know that they're worthy of the best of the best. Lies you fucking tell. Because if you're not living in a physical reality where you are surrounded by the best of the best, that is not what you feel worthy of. You want to know what you feel worthy of? Take a look around. Take a look at your relationships. Take a look at your friendships. Take a look at your fucking bank accounts. That's what you feel worthy of. You want to change it? You have to face that fact. You have to be fucking real with yourself. And that's hard. You have to be willing to look yourself in the fucking face and look yourself in the fucking eyes and admit that you don't feel worthy. That you don't feel good enough. That you don't think you can have that. That you think that that's too much for you. Too fucking good for you. I just had to do that with myself in Cape Cod. I don't feel worthy of Nantucket. Yet. Why aren't you doing the thing? Why aren't you tapping into the energy? Because who the fuck am I to have that? Which is crazy. Because I listened to Amanda Frances say that phrase for many years. Who am I to have that? And I never spoke like that. So that's not in my vocabulary. And so it just didn't resonate with me. I'm like, no, I don't think that. But when I think about my desires and I think about my goals and I think about how I want to live and I think about how I want to spend and I think about how I want to invest and I think about how I want to fucking receive, whoa. I don't belong there. And of course, that's a lie from the devil's mouth. I belong where my heart desires to be. And I was born for wealth. I know this. I can know something consciously, but not know it subconsciously. The work of showing up and doing my mindset work every single day is how I take the things that I know consciously in theory and I implement them, integrate them into my subconscious mind so that I can know them subconsciously. I know consciously that I'm worthy of anything I want in the fucking world. I know consciously that I am made of stardust, and how could I not be worthy of something in the physical reality when I am everything in the physical reality? Nothing in the physical is separate from me. I am made of stardust, and my computer is made of stardust, and the stars that I see in the night sky, tens of millions of light years away are made of stardust. We're made of the same thing, the same things that combusted and condensed and cooled down over hundreds of millions of billions of however long years to make the planet of Mars. The same things that were created to make the planet of Earth, and all of the technology and humanity and my consciousness, it's all made up of the same things. It's all made up of stardust. It's all made up of the things that make up this time-space reality. I'm not disconnected from the stars, and I'm not disconnected from oxygen, and I'm not disconnected from the Milky Way galaxy. Well, of course, I'm living inside of the Milky Way galaxy, but I'm not disconnected from the Andromeda galaxy. We're made of the same fucking things. I can know this consciously. But it is through repetition, and it is through the consistent repeating of these stories to myself, combined with the healing from my past, the processing of generational fucking trauma. It is through that process of repeating my new story and healing from my past that I am able to create a new lifestyle. I'm able to create a new energetic minimum. I'm able to create a new normal for myself. These bitches are able to co-create things that make them look successful, but they're not doing the internal fucking work. Ooh, I'm going to say something that's going to be unpopular, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a woman, she's very popular. She's manifested probably millions of subscribers. And her advice is very, ignore how you feel, ignore your feelings, just focus on what you want and you will manifest. Hyper-masculine bullshit. And so she manifested that money, and so she manifested that relationship. But the guy that she manifested a relationship with was actually abusive. Now she has a baby with an abusive weirdo. My job is to help you co-create an emotionally fulfilled life. You do not create an emotionally fulfilled life if you do not have any idea what is alive within you emotionally. You can't sacrifice your feminine and create an emotionally fulfilled life. She sacrifices her feminine. What does that look like? I'm going to manifest. I'm going to get the guy. But he's going to treat me like shit. But I have a pattern of ignoring how I feel. So even though my intuition is telling me something is off, I'm not going to listen. I sacrifice my feminine. And I end up in a relationship with a man who also has sacrificed his feminine. Now there's abuse. I don't just want you to write something down 50 times in a fucking journal so that it can show up in your physical reality. I want you to create a lifestyle for yourself that nobody can take away. I want you to create an experience where you are emotionally fulfilled. You have to be able to take your emotions into account in order to do that. I haven't just been spending the past year focused on a guy and focused on a relationship. I've also been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm sure we've talked about this in podcast episodes where we're talking about money and we're talking about business. I've been healing my relationship with my shit. I've been healing my relationship with my art. I've been healing my relationship with my work. I've been healing my relationship with my courses. I've been healing my relationship with myself. I have to value myself. I have to value my energy. I have to value my life story. I have to value my experience. in order to sell courses at the volume that I want to sell courses, in order to create profits in my business at the volume that I want to create profits, and also in order to get happy clients and students the way that I want to get happy clients and students. I don't just focus on, I want to get these sales. I want to get these sales. I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm changing my expectations around money. I'm changing my expectations around life. I'm changing my expectations around who I am and what I get to have and how I deserve to be treated. You're not going to go to the gym so many times and lift weights so many times that you suddenly feel worthy of being loved and being proposed to and being married. That's not how it fucking works. And hearing this guy who doesn't understand manifestation and who doesn't understand energy say you just have to work hard is such a fucking slap in the face to the amount of authors and the amount of women and the amount of people who work themselves to fucking death. You have to work hard. I'm pretty sure that he and I both have enslaved ancestors who worked significantly harder than their enslavers and who didn't see a fraction of those fucking profits. Working harder and making more money are not fucking correlated. And the people who make the most money in the world are not the people who work the hardest. It's a bullshit, hyper masculine fucking lie. I'm not saying they don't work at all. I'm not saying it doesn't require effort. I'm not saying they don't have to develop skills. I'm saying they believe that they're worthy enough. In Hollywood, we have these conversations about the highest paid actors and actresses. And the gap in income for the best black talent versus the best white talent is the reason that Taraji P. Henson has had the experiences and the income that she's had. Is that a reflection of her work ethic? If Taraji wanted more money for roles, should she just work harder? If Monique wanted to get more roles and to get more income, should she just have better work ethic? It's not about your fucking work ethic. It's about your expectations. It's about your beliefs. It's about your energy. It's about your vibration. It's about your fucking feminine. And I'm so tired of the feminine being disrespected. I'm so tired of the feminine being put down. I'm so tired of people who don't know shit about shit talking shit about manifestation, because you don't know what it takes to manifest. You don't know what it takes to build a business based on your fucking energy. I don't just shift one thing and then increase profits in my business. Even though, yes, I do my journaling and the flow of money does respond immediately, but it's not about my journaling. It's about me shifting my energy. What I'm saying is, creating the increase and creating the wealth that I want to create, that I'm choosing to create, that I'm aligning with. It's not one thing. It's not one mindset shift. It's not one workshop. It's not one anything that's going to get you to where you want to be. It's a multitude of mindset shifts. It's showing up and shifting your energy every single day. I was thinking about this. I can sit and I can riff and I can talk about things in an hour or 2 hours or 18 minutes or, however long the podcast episode might be. But to get to this point where I could talk about this and I could teach in this way, the epiphanies don't come overnight. The epiphanies happen over the course of several days where there's one idea and there's one concept. And I go, that's a really good idea. And I start playing with that idea in my mind. And then I start receiving epiphanies and I start receiving realizations. And then it's like a domino effect. But then I mull over it for like a day. And I mull over it for like another fucking day. And then I have a really interesting dream or I'm journaling and something fucking clicks. There are things that I'm settling into today that began as mindset shifts that happened back in December. It's like a pebble being dropped into the fucking ocean. There is no one mindset shift that's going to instantaneously change your life. It's not masculine, it's feminine, it's watery, it's a flow. One mindset shift that leads into the next and the next and the next and the next, and it's taking you deeper. My journey is significantly different than Amanda Francis's because her ancestors were not enslaved. She was a white woman who went to really good schools. She had a completely different experience in life than me. Does that mean she didn't have struggles or challenges? No, it means her struggles and challenges do not compare to my struggles and my challenges. Does it mean she didn't show up? Does it mean blah, 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 blah? No, it's not about her. It's not about her effort. It's about there are shifts and there are conversations that Amanda Francis didn't have to have. Because Amanda Francis was not born into a body whose DNA had been programmed with the story passed down from her ancestors. That you are not a human being, you are a product. And you do not deserve to be compensated for your labor. I was born into a body that was telling the story, you are not a human being, you are I don't want to say a product, you are an object. I can't think of the word that I want to use there, but you're not a human being, you're a thing. And you do not deserve to be compensated for your efforts. Your ideas are not valuable. And it is dangerous for you to pursue freedom. So there's a lot of depth and there's a lot of historical shit and there's a lot of processing of my own life experiences of abuse and neglect and abandonment, and also the historical consequences of who I am and my fabulous family and my lovely bloodline That's real fucking work. And it takes time, and it takes attention, and it takes dedication. I don't respect anyone who doesn't respect manifestation because it's the fucking feminine. I am no longer willing to engage in conversations or people who have, I'm no longer willing to engage in conversations or relationships with people who have a disrespectful attitude towards anything feminine. You have a disrespectful attitude towards psychics. Fuck off. I don't care. You have a disrespectful attitude towards mindset work. Fuck off. I don't care. You have a disrespectful attitude towards manifestation. You can literally fuck off. I don't care. The work that I do is sacred, and the work that I do requires realness. It requires authenticity. It requires radical fucking honesty. And I'm at a stage in my life where I gotta be fucking real. I gotta be real with myself about what I want. I gotta be real with myself about where I'm going. I gotta be real with myself about why I go after certain goals and why sometimes I don't. I have to be real with myself about what I believe. It's like next level fucking authenticity. It looks like working less and pushing less. And it feels like going inward. It feels like less conversations, asking for validation and asking people to see things my way. And it looks like trusting myself and trusting my intuition. I'm not asking for permission. And I'm not asking if you see it the same way that I see it. I'm not doubting my feminine, I'm listening. And as I listen to myself and as I listen to my feminine energy and I go with my own goddamn flow, I trust myself. Things are just unlocking for me. The shifts are just happening for me. I'm aligning with my desires. I'm able to see and identify how money is showing up for me in real time. It always does. I'm looking at the fears and the worries and the unworthiness and all of these different things within me. And I'm calling bullshit on the lies that say I can't have it and I'm not worthy and I don't deserve it. And the point of this podcast episode is that if you want to be the woman who manifests and you want to use manifestation to change your fucking life, you need to honor your feminine. You need to honor your energy. You need to honor your emotions. You need to honor how you feel. You need to take that shit seriously. I take myself seriously and I take how I feel seriously. And so when I get the intuitive nudge that I need to create space, oh, bitch, I'm creating space. I don't care. I'm paying me first. I'm putting me first. I'm going completely fucking selfish. Let me get to where I'm going, and then maybe we can discuss something different. Until then, it's not happening. I'm not focusing on teamwork. I'm not focusing on collaboration. I'm not focusing on us. I'm not focusing on we. I'm focusing on me first. And then after the fact, I'm happy to share the leftovers. And I'm finding that there's power in that. I'm having so many realizations about who I am, where I want to be, what's happening in my next level, what is required to get to my next level. And I'm having this next level fucking trust. It's like, as I started honoring my feminine, as I started honoring my intuition, as I started honoring my relationship with the non-physical, I started having more trust. What do I mean by this? Like, I know that my ancestors are real, and I know that my ancestors have my back. And I might not always 110% know every single thing that's going on. And I might think that it's one thing, but it actually turns out to be another thing. But even when I'm confused and I don't know what's going on, my ancestors are very clear and they know what's going on. And I can trust them to move for me in the non-physical and to do things for me that I cannot do for myself. I trust them to have my fucking back. And so now I'm like in this new energy and this new fucking level of surrender, where it's like, I don't really know what's going to go on with that, but I know that you got my back, so I let it go. I know that there are higher presences and higher fucking beings that are rallying for me and that are handling shit for me. You know, if I had a nickel for every single time that a man was against me and I didn't know that he was against me, and then there was a mass casualty event at his job, I would have 2 nickels. And it's not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. I have spirits that move for me. I have spirits that show up for me. I have spirits that'll fuck you up in a way that you've never been fucked up before over me. And so last year and up until the past couple of weeks, I was terrified of hidden enemies. I'm into astrology. I have Libra on the cusp of my 12th house. It's the house of your undoing. Very scary stuff. So I was so afraid to make the wrong choice in relationships and all of this other stuff because I can't see. But it's a spiritual fucking house. And I'm a spiritual bitch. And my ancestors are warriors. And something I learned was that I don't have to see. Because they see the things that I don't see and they got my fucking back. And they're really good at moving me. I had so many conversations with my ancestors and I'm like, you guys are so fucking hilarious. Over the past couple of weeks, I would see that, no, I don't support Kanye West politics, blah, blah, blah. I would see that Kanye West meme video where Kanye West is like, gotcha. And it wasn't my ancestors talking to me. But what's the point? The point is that I developed a relationship with my ancestors where it's like I kind of got this understanding that sometimes I don't see everything because I'm not ready to see everything. And when I say that I'm not ready to see everything, I don't mean, oh, if you see the truth, then you're going to crumble and your ego's not going to be able to take it. It's not about that. But I'm learning that there's a little bit of method to this fucking madness. And I'm finding it so fucking beautiful that I found out about that guy being things I don't want to describe or get into. But before I found out what they knew that I was going to find out, I spent a year while he was seeing someone else. I don't know, girl. I don't fucking know. Still don't know to this day. Don't know, don't care, don't ask, don't tell. Literally. Let's move on. I spent that year in the gym. I spent that year focusing on my self-confidence. I spent that year focusing on my health. I spent that year bossing the fuck up. And the month before the holiday hoobly-wuddy, I'm walking around my house talking about, I'm the baddest chick this boy's ever had. I'm the baddest chick this boy's ever had. I'm the baddest chick this boy's ever had. Aha. Go and ask his mama. Ask his mama. Being the baddest chick this boy's ever had was never about the boy. Being the baddest chick this boy ever had is a mindset. It's a way of being. It's an energy. It's self-confidence. I'm the baddest chick. I don't give a fuck who the nigga picks. I'm the baddest chick. And that's just a fact. And so I'm being guided to go under these transformations, and I'm being guided to learn all of these things and to practice working on forgiveness and opening my heart and doing all of these really important fucking things for me. Did I think that I was having one experience and then I was going to end up being with the guy? Yeah, I did. Aw, that's okay. But did I end up finding out about the thing when I was at a place where I look in the mirror and I like what I see a lot? Look good, feel good, smell good, taste good. That's what they're saying. I don't tell them to say that. That's what they say. They're saying that I haven't aged. That's the word around town. Outside of the local Trader Joe's, they're saying I look 23. Just turned 27. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. They're saying I look like I'm in my early 20s. That's what they're saying. That's the conversation. It's the conversation. Anyway. So I get to the point where I feel like this about myself and I feel like this about my value. And then I found out about another woman. Thank God. Because had I found out at an earlier time, I maybe would have wanted to compete in a different way. The devil might have had me. I might have done something different. I might have felt something different about myself. But my ancestors, my spirit team got me to a place where I feel so fucking amazing about me. I see another woman and I say, oh. Really? Well, if that's what you want, go ahead. Fabulous. I don't know that I could ever have fathomed 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Let's not keep going further back in time. I don't know that I ever could have imagined seeing the guy that I wanted with another woman and not feeling like shit about myself. And she meets the Western beauty standard. You know how I feel about that. At any other time in my fucking life, I would have responded so much more negatively towards that in terms of my own relationship with myself. But I found out at this time, in 2026, when I feel like this and I look like this and I behave like this and I do business like this and I manifest like this and I have a calling on my life like this and I acknowledge that I have the gift of gab like this and I'm an asset like this. I have had so many realizations about how I am such a fucking gift to man. Having me as your fucking wife? Insanity. Holy shit. Yeah. if I was a successful man who I've never had a conversation with before, and I was listening to this podcast, or maybe, well, if you're a man who's listening to this podcast, we have had a conversation before, probably. I would get her the 6-carat oval cut diamond ring, brother. I'd get it for her. I'd take that trip to Tiffany today. I really would. Because I have seen and I have understood what it actually means to have me as a wife. IRL. Diva, the ROI is insane. The ROI is insane. My ancestors got me to a place where I could respond properly. Had I known the information that they knew, I would not have responded properly. My relationship with my ancestors, my relationship with my spirit team is not one where I have to know every single thing that they know the second that they know it. My relationship with my ancestors and my spirit team is one where I got to trust them to do their job and they got to trust me to do my fucking job. My job is to focus on what's my next right step at a time. My job is to focus on where I'm going. My job is to focus on my healing. My job is to focus on telling the new story. My job is to focus on being the generational curse breaker of my family line. Their job is to protect. Their job is to guide. Their job is to support. Their job is to show love and pour love into me. They do that. Their job is to fuck you up. If you fuck with me, they do that. And I feel free. I feel safe in the world. I feel a release of so much of that 12th house fear. What if I make the wrong choice? What if there's something going on behind my back that I don't know about? Well, first of all, your intuition will tell you whether or not you listen. That is on you. But the more important thing is there's nothing that they don't know. So trust that you got people. Trust that you have friends on the other side and do what you need to fucking do. And that's where I am. I'm not at a place where I feel scared and stressed. Is it going to happen? Is it going to work out? Am I going to be taken care of? I'm like, oh, y'all have my back. Like chiropractic. If that bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out as in detergent. I love it here. I love it here. So I'm honoring my feminine. I'm honoring my emotions. I'm honoring what I feel. I'm honoring what I think. I'm honoring what I need. I'm putting me first. And this is how I'm winning in 2026. This is how I'm elevating in 2026. This is how I'm skyrocketing in 2026. I'm respecting it. You want to practice manifestation? Respect it. You want to use manifestation tools and principles to change your life? Respect it. Not just respect the energetic principles, not just respect the spiritual teachings, but respect yourself and respect your feminine, respect your energy and respect your vibration. I don't just want you to create wealth in your bank account. I don't just want you to create money in your bank account. I want you to create an experience where you have sales and you have money and you have income coming in. Even when you're resting, even while you're sleeping, even when you're chilling, even when you're taking a month off, even when you're fucking relaxing. Even when you're doing nothing. I want you to have an experience in life where money is seeking you out. I want you to have an experience in life where you want it, you got it, money is there for you. I want you to have an experience of confidence in yourself. I want you to confidently know that your next job is fucking yours. And fuck being quote unquote realistic. Fuck creating projections based on where the fuck you have been. When you look at history, If we were looking at projections and we were looking at statistics, we wouldn't ever have any fucking progress. Call that realistic bullshit what it is. It's self-imposed limitations. Martin Luther King was not realistic, and Harriet Tubman was not realistic, and Madam C.J. Walker was not realistic. Reverend Shuttlesworth was not realistic. Unrealistic people change the fucking world. Unrealistic women are trailblazers. It's unrealistic, and then you do it, and then they go, oh, well, can you tell me what the name of her podcast was again? It's Naked and what? You want to use manifestation to change your fucking life? Believe in it. Believe in your fucking self. Be willing to try. It's not a flip that you switch. Be willing to try and make that vow internally to yourself today. I'm going to honor my feminine. I'm going to honor what I feel. I'm going to honor what I think. I'm going to honor what's alive within me. Be willing to look at the worst parts of yourselves, and also be willing to trust your intuition, and also be willing to allow yourself to feel good. When you do all three of those things, you're manifesting. You're looking at the truth of how you feel and what's alive within you. You're changing it, you're healing it, you're shifting it. You're trusting your intuition, so you're taking inspired action, and you're allowing yourself to feel good, so you're scripting, you're visualizing, you're EFT tapping. You're doing things that change and shift and elevate your fucking energy. It's a journey. I don't know if it's going to take you 30 days or 6 months or 6 years or 12 fucking years, but what I do know is that the time is going to pass no matter what. And if you would rather live the way that you have been living for the rest of your life, then fuck it. Why are you even listening to this podcast? If you're cool living that way, then that's fine. But personally, I have to do this shit. I have to give this shit my all. Because I'm not doing this. I'm not living life the way that my parents lived life. And I'm not following the stereotypical fucking model. I'm not following the beaten path. I'm not going to kill myself for success. I'm not going to sacrifice my soul. I'm not going to sacrifice my authenticity. I'm not going to sacrifice what is alive within me in the name of being chosen, or in the name of making money, or in the name of proving myself to somebody else. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm realizing? Is that I don't give a fuck what the world thinks. I don't really give a fuck about anybody else's opinion. I give a fuck that I'm where I want to be. I give a fuck that I have the kind of husband that I desire. I give a fuck that my children are growing up in a home where there is love, there is safety, there is security, there is reliability, there is stability. I give a fuck that my children are created in a womb that feels a deep sense of safety and security. I give a fuck that my children are born into a body that feels safe and secure, that feels supported, that feels like the world is on their side. I'm not the woman that you work with when you want to create amazing success in the next 7 days. Even though, yeah, amazing things can happen. You can get miracles. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying it won't happen. But I'm the woman that you work with when you want to change your fucking life for good. I'm the woman that you work with. I'm the woman that you connect with when you want to elevate into a new level and you never want to go back to where you were. I'll never go back to where I was. I will never go back financially to where I was before. I will never feel that financially insecure again. Because I know how to support myself. Emotionally. And mentally. And marketingly. And now we've already talked for Like an hour and a half, so we're done. Honor the fucking feminine. Honor the fucking feminine. That's my advice. And it's so beautiful because what's my word for 2026? Bitch, why they gotta say it like short? Bitch, you know they can't play in my court. Can't hang with the big dog. Stay on the porch. Blow the whistle. I'm just playing. Oh, I said, what's my word for 2026? But then it was like, what's my favorite word? And that's a song by Too Short. Bitch. Anyway, what's my word for 2026? It's believe. My word for 2026 is believe. And I have been getting initiated deeper and deeper into believing. I believe my fucking intuition. I believe what I feel. I believe so deeply that I don't give a fuck whether or not you believe. I believe so deeply that I'm willing to be seen as a woo-woo crazy lady. And if I'm fake, I ain't noticed because my money ain't. So let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times your pay, $50K for a verse, no album out, and my money's so tall that my Barbie's gotta climb it, hotter than the Middle Eastern climate. I do not support Nicki Minaj's politics. I don't give a fuck if you don't believe. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm unrealistic. I don't give a fuck if you don't take me seriously. Because the money in the bank doesn't lie. The numbers don't fucking lie. You don't take me seriously. Money takes me seriously. You don't take me seriously, but money takes me seriously. Who do I give more fucks about? You and your opinion, which is rooted in hyper masculine, white supremacist, delusional bullshit that doesn't value the feminine, that desecrates the feminine, that disrespects the feminine. Do you think I care more about you and your bullshitty ass opinion? Or do you think I give a fuck about cash money? CREAM. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. That's all I have to say. And that's what I want for you as the listener. As the spiritual professional woman. I don't give a fuck if these motherfuckers don't respect you. Because the money in that bank account is going to respect you. That money in that bank account is already responding to you. Fuck their opinions. Let's talk about what really matters. I've had a lot of people with a lot of opinions on me all my life. And whether people liked me or people disliked me, it never impacted how much money I was making. Whether people liked me or whether people disliked me, never fucking impacted my money. I had a YouTube account, 23,000 subscribers, and I was making the least amount of money ever. When I had the most subscribers on YouTube, I was making the least amount of money. The most people externally saying they like me subscribe. And I had the least amount of income, the least amount of profits. Opinions, positive or negative, do not get you paid. Energy and vibration is what gets you paid. So instead of showing up, putting in energy and effort, trying to convince someone to like you in order to prove that you're good enough and prove that you deserve to be paid, I'd rather do it the feminine way. I'd rather trust myself. I'd rather be different. I'd rather be bold. I'd rather stand out. I'd rather be a fucking leader. And I'd rather be a vibrational match to the money. Not just a vibrational match to the money so that it shows up in my bank account, but a vibrational match to the money with ease. And that comes as a consequence of valuing myself strongly, valuing my gifts strongly, valuing my feminine strongly. The more I believe in manifestation, the more I believe in co-creation, the more I'm able to receive. You're not going to get more than you believe. So if you don't fully believe in the feminine, it's going to be capped. And then, like I said, my business is feminine. So when I don't fully believe in the feminine, when I don't fully value the feminine, my income is capped because I'm not 110% behind my offers. But as I honor my feminine and as I honor the fucking emotional journey that I'm able to take people on, that I'm able to take these amazing women on, as I value that, my conviction around that grows. Of course, it's easy to sell. Duh. I'm doing the most important work in the world. You're not going to elevate to your next level successfully without it. You're not going to change your lifestyle without it. You're going to get a raise. You're going to get a new job. You're going to get fired. You're going to get the new client, and then you're going to struggle with the client and all of this other bullshit. You're going to get the sales, and they're going to get refunds and all of this other bullshit. Because it's the soul that needs the surgery. And I didn't go to medical school, but I can do some soul level surgery. That is my area of expertise. All right? I love you. Check my shit out. The Receiver's Mindset is an amazing next right step. If this resonated with you and you want to know how to go on that emotional journey so that you can receive more without guilt, without fear, without shame, the Receiver's Mindset, that's the course you need to be in. All right? Click the link in the description box to learn more and enroll now and get instant access to all of the content. And the Energetic Money Minimum training is going to be added into the course. I think I'm going to add it in April. Of course I am, because we're doing the Energetic Money Minimum. This training is going to get dropped on Patreon today. We're going to do the workshop live next Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday. We're going to do the call live Saturday. And so this training and the workshop and the journal prompts will be added as a bonus into the Receiver's Mindset course in April. Okay? It's really good. I love you guys so much. When you join the Receiver's Mindset course, you get instant access to all of the contents and you get all of the updates for life. You join once, you grow and expand with us for the rest of all time. Okay, I love you. Bye.